PUMA swap Fiesta.
Loud as hell.
What? See, way too much fun.
I'm just glad you haven't put me in a puddle this time.
Welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to Geraint's PUMA powered Mk5 Ford Fiesta Zetec S.
Yeah, now the Zetec S originally came with a 1.6 16 valve from the factory. We're going to see if the extra 100cc from the PUMA engine is actually worth it.
Let's get stuck in.
Slide.
Geraint's Fiesta is finished in BMW Atlantis Blue and is sat on 15-inch STR racing wheels. As well as looking like a show car, this Fiesta is packing some performance mods. It's equipped with a 1.7 Ford PUMA engine, Piper 421 exhaust manifold mated to a long life custom catback exhaust. It has Ford Focus ST170 front brakes which fill these wheels lovely, as well as a myriad of other cosmetic mods. Let's get this thing out on the road.
So guys, you join me out on the road in Geraint's Mk5 Zetec S. So obviously, first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to Geraint. Geraint actually dropped the car to us first thing this morning. Just checked us the keys and just said, yep, do what we need to do with it and drop it back when we're done. We are always so grateful for the trust that you guys put in us when handling your pride and joy. So don't worry, Geraint, we'll look after you for you, man. Now, this is a special video for me and one that I've been looking forward to for a while because many moons ago, back when I was a lad, when I first started driving, these were the cool cars to have. Now, I had always wanted one of these. A couple of my friends had them, but I could, in all honesty, I could never afford them. So ever since then, I mean, I had a go in one of my mates. I think it was Liam's one I had to go in, but never got the chance to drive it properly. But from what I remember, the power delivery was always a bit flat on them. So not only have I always wanted to drive one, I've always wanted to drive a PUMA swapped one. Because again, back in the day, that was the swap to do. Very common swap, and there must be a reason for it. So hopefully today, we're gonna find out if it's actually worth it. So what do we mean when we say PUMA swapped? For those that know very little about Fords, now granted I know very little about Ford, so the Ford PUMA was based on the Zetec S, but it was their sportier version, and they actually produced them with a 1.7 litre engine that the Mk5 Zetec S never came with. So the standard Zetec S came with around 101, 102 brake horsepower, and the 1.7 PUMA lump came with 123 brake horsepower. Now, it always baffled me to think people going through the trouble of doing an entire engine swap just for the extra 20 brake. But apparently the PUMA ones are a lot more tunable, and like I said, there must be a reason for it, because that's what everyone seemed to do with their Mk5 Zetec S's. National speed limit, PUMA swap Fiesta. Oh, yes! What? Oh my God, this thing's class! Sorry, I just realised I should be talking. This thing is awesome! This thing revs. Oh man, right. Right, we're doing a video, right? So I was having way too much fun then. Whew. 1.7. Like I said, the only thing I remember, like I drove a completely standard Zetec S. It was very underwhelming. To me, the power felt really flat. This, wow. this, once again, I mean, we said it with the SR20 Almira that we did last week. This thing just encourages you to rev it out. It wants to be revved, and my God, it comes alive. And as you can probably see then, that was the first time I was heel toeing the rev matching because of the response. Wow. I already started to understand these little Puma engines, and I think these a bit underrated, and already I really want one again. The evolution of the Ford Fiesta is one that, God, this thing's loud. The evolution of the Fiesta is one that like sort of demonstrates exactly why I don't like where cars are going as they evolve and get better. We're very lucky. We've driven most iterations of Fiesta, and one of the most popular seems to be the Mk5 ST. Great car, but they don't feel as... Even this one, I feel so connected to it. You feel exactly what's going on, and even the engine itself feels more alive. Even though you haven't got the power of the ST, this is just making me happier than any other ST that I've ever driven. And it just goes to show that newer cars, although they're getting better, because of all the refinements and everything that comes with modern cars, which people demand, I get, is, you know, you can't blame manufacturers for doing that, but you so lose that feeling. And this goes back to the 205 that we did. It does sadden me that petrol heads of the younger generation, they're just less likely to experience the raw feeling of taking a car with no traction control, no ABS, no aids, just you manhandling a car and you taking control. So, we should mention this thing, it's only on 165 tyres. Obviously he's gone for the stance look, so I'm not expecting much from the handling, but because of how low it is, it does feel quite planted. Oh, I love this response on this engine. And just how rev happy it is absolutely intoxicating. The brakes also, I know he's got ST225 brakes, I think it is. Oh, what? Oh, they say don't meet your heroes. I mean, this isn't a hero, granted, but this is something I have always wanted to drive, and oh man, this thing doesn't disappoint. Help. We must be getting old. You know, every car we get in, they're like laying back. We are getting old.
We are definitely getting old. Now, talk about getting old. Yeah. Wow.
We are in a Mk5 Fiesta.
I know, innit? See, the last one I actually drove was a Mk4.
Wow.
The one I bought off Olivia.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I haven't been in one since, and yeah, they haven't aged the best. But then again, it was this generation of cars, like the dashboard, man. Look how far away it is.
Do you know what? From a passenger seat, it feels very spacious.
Yeah, no, actually being in here compared to like the Mk7s and stuff, it's so small in here, and that's what that's what they used to be about. They used to have to be about, you know, compact cars.
Well, we had the conversation that they were small cars back then, but even the Fiestas are small cars. They're not small cars anymore.
No, they're not. Now this is absolutely tiny. Like I said, the dashboard's small.
You're not exactly a small guy though.
No, but giant is still. Yeah.
I love one of the first things you notice when you get in. These Recaro seats.
They are so comfortable.
These are very popular with like Escort RS turbos and stuff like that. I understand why they're so comfortable.
They're really comfortable. If I wasn't laying down, I'd be a lot better. But I don't want to adjust the seat. So, but not even like the size of the door. You know, the door's so thin.
And it's right there. It's just I love these cars that make you feel like you're in a little tin can. It's probably not the safest, but that's what makes you feel alive.
I'm just gonna say there's always a risk. Okay, let's get it out on the road.
I love the Puma gear knob as well.
Yeah, I did own a Puma at one point. Alright, it was the 1600.
Yeah.
So this is the first 1700 I've ever experienced myself.
Oh, what? I was pleasantly surprised. I don't want to repeat what we were saying about the SR20, about the Almira,
Yeah.
but it is peppy, it is rev happy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's
Which genuinely surprised me.
same here. Now the noise is insane in here. It's loud as hell.
For us, it's great because we get to give it back after a couple of hours. I said
Exactly.
I think it would do my head in after a while, but it does
definitely
encourage you to have a bit of fun in it.
Obviously, like I said, these smaller cars, the handling on them was always really, really good fun. Okay. These are on very small tyres.
Yes.
However, they don't feel that bad.
Well, I said, Geraint's gone for, obviously he's gone for the sort of show car stance look,
Yeah.
which I think he's nailed. I absolutely adore the way this thing looks.
Even driving it down the road, the people, because obviously I've been in front of you.
Oh,
the
yeah,
people
yeah.
that are looking at
It
it.
does, and the colour is absolutely
beautiful.
stunning. But yeah, it was still, again, it's good fun because it's so low. It does feel quite planted because you haven't got 500 horsepower going through the wheels.
Yeah, you can
It's
use all the
still
power.
Yeah, it's still fun.
That pickup's really good. The mid-range torque, everything, the torque all the way through the band.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Because from what I remember, it was a while ago when I drove a standard Zetec S, but it felt very flat and very boring.
That's the problem. Like we were talking earlier, I had the Saxo VTS at the time, and Shane, your sister's ex-half,
Yeah.
he had one of these in red in a 1600 60 valve.
And that was completely standard.
It was completely standard.
Yeah.
My Saxo just walked away from it.
Literally, like, again, I was in the car with you, so
Yeah, exactly.
I can back that up. Now, I had the VTR at the time because I couldn't afford one of these. And I was on his bumper, and that's a single cam, 8 valve.
And that was the problem with these cars. Like the VTS should be more of a competitor to it.
Yeah.
But there was
VTS
no
walked away from
competition.
it.
Exactly. And then we
Yeah.
were two up. So
yeah.
This is, and I'm not small. So but obviously that extra, how many horsepower is it? 20?
20 odd, yeah.
It definitely makes a difference.
It's honest, it changes the characteristic of the engine completely.
It really does. It wants to rev out as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
Check it. Yeah, we'll see what's like on the way back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a little pull up.
Nice
Yeah,
and
I love the
so-
sound. Like you said, I wouldn't want to.
But it's old school raspy, isn't it?
Yeah. It almost felt like VTEC there. Like something seemed to have just like it sort of woke up a bit after saying that.
Yeah. Like, considering we're going uphill, see, you can drive, yeah, you can go so flat out.
Fun, man. So the noise definitely adds to the experience.
It does. Really
And that little
does.
pop and bangy stuff, like
That's
you said.
good, I like that one.
We're not, yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem like pop, 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 pop. It's just every now and then. Crack, crack.
Yes. But again, I was heel toe. It's a lovely car to heel toe, which always that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I really enjoy heel towing and the response to the engine, which makes it lovely.
I just gotta try and take it easy on little bumps, because this thing is on
Oh, it is very low. I said it's one of the lower cars that we've done.
Yeah, I want to see if it does that again then, because like I said, I'm sure. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
your
sure.
reaction, you were just like, We are going uphill as well.
That's just a noise. Oh, it's fun. It is fun. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to go out and win loads of races, but it probably will surprise a few things.
Yeah.
I like it. I do like it. It's fun and
It's more fun than I thought it was going to be for a show car.
Yes.
Like, I always looked at this car, probably around yourself, thought, oh, it's a lovely show car. I see the shows all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be fun to drive.
no, I didn't. I thought being so low with them little skinny tyres,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to give us much in that sense of driving, but you
No.
can still drive it really, really, have
Yep.
some fun with it.
Oh, the Mk5 Zetec S. Well, the PUMA powered Mk5
Just gonna
Zetec
say,
S.
No, your average Zetec S.
Yes, and I gotta say, we said off camera, we didn't think the extra 100, I think it's less than 100cc.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
sure you
think
said.
it was gonna make that much of a difference, but it changes the characteristic of the entire drive.
It does. This is what this should have come from the factory to make it
Amen.
more competitive to the other 16 valves out there. Now, the thing I like about this the most is, especially in this day and age, you just don't see them anymore.
Yep, like you said, the attention it got on the way down.
Yeah.
But I would love to put this up against the Saxo VTS, because like you said, that's what it should have had, and that's what should have been the competitor
It
to
should
begin
have.
with.
It's been a while since I drove a VTS, but I still think VTS.
If anyone's got a VTS, so that's one car we do need to feature on the channel. let us know because we'd love to do one.
Yes.
But I think, yeah, quite impressed with this car. I've always wanted a car I've always wanted to drive. So Geraint, thank you so much for dropping it to us.
I was going to say, literally dropped the keys off this morning and said, just give it back when you're ready.
Do what we got to do.
Massive thanks to him.
And also, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I jet washed my shoes yesterday.
I'm just glad you haven't put me in a puddle this time.
I fucking knew
I knew you were going to it. I was waiting to even see when you done it.
I had it in Drew. Unlucky, son. Nailed it! There's another Ford we like. What's going on?
I didn't say I liked it.